Playing. Oh, why wouldn't you play? My goodness. Nutty. Oh, it's playing through the stupid, Is that right? Okay. Playing through my Sonos for a second. Okay. All right. We're going to do something kind of quick. And this isn't drawing stuff. But I keep telling myself that I want to keep, if possible, as much of the process of the... How am I making these pieces? If I can, I want to not falter on like showing as much of the process as possible. So even though it's not like especially artistic for me to do so, today I'm gonna probably won't take more than a half an hour, but I'm going to probably won't even take 20 minutes. But I have a little window here, and I'm going to cut up the this work file. It's 600 megabytes. It's too big. I'm only going to be adding even more information to it. If I don't want this to be like something that takes 60 seconds to save, for instance, we really do need to chop it up into manageable pieces, and there's nothing wrong with that. Or at least we're at the threshold now where if we don't do it now, it's just going to get harder down the road. And I think it makes sense. We've been very diligent about, doing it with this process so far. But if this was a real work project, I would just do the same thing. And now it is time. Now it is time to actually do this. So let's do it. So we're going to chop up this into 12 2K images and make them their own files. And that'll be great. And we'll just work with them individually from here on out. And that'll be fun. Okay, so I've got layers. If I turn these off, you can see how these are more or less just sort of painted on a gray background and then framed with these 16 by 9 frames around them. Much like I would on a storyboard. Basically the same way. I don't have my cool lights on. Hold on. Right? That's how you know I'm creative, right? All right, we'll see. So this won't be exciting. All I'm really doing is some file management, but it is a part of the process, and I'm going to show it. So, okay. If we select just within the grid, and this isn't rocket science, you just crop it basically. And it's going to crop out the, it's going to delete the cropped pixels so that 90% of, or whatever, like 112. So like the other 90% is totally removed now in terms of information, but we still have all these empty layers. But there is a great function here where we can delete all the empty layers. And if we do that, then all that's left are the layers that actually are within this crop and say, and contain data that we can use. So there you go. So that's one. See how this goes. Okay, cool. So I'm going to save it all into a special folder. Zelda Master 01. Link v Lanmola 001. Let's try that. This already had a shading treatment on it. It's a little bit farther along than the rest in the sequence. If we undo, we'll get back to this. Now we still have that saved file, but now we're back where we were. So we're just going to continue on with this process. Crop. Delete all the empty layers. Save a new version. Moblin Armos B Berry 001. Oh shit. I didn't mean to let's see here. As long as we don't save over the master folder, and of course the master file, this thing, we're fine. But of course I even have backups of everything, so it's not that big of a deal. We're just going to go down the line. Crop. Oh, I forgot to, that is so funny. Yeah, on this one, I need to also delete all the empty layers, don't I? Did I do that already? There must still be some small... Yeah, I can see here there's some tiny lines from the first sketch that are here, but we don't need those. We're going to delete those. Hey, Liam. This is a boring one. I'm just doing file prep. This is, I said that I'm going to chop up the master image into smaller images, and so that's what I'm doing right now. So that's saved. This one. Okay, so I cropped it, but there's still all these layers from all the other images, and we need to delete those. And Photoshop does have... Photoshop is a very problematic... We all know the controversies, the well-deserved controversies. But Photoshop is a program that I understand and use, and I know how it works, and I enjoy features of it that are not generated by AI. So, all right, so we can save... this, and this is going to be called Zelda Master 03 Link v Stalfos 001. Now we undo till we get back to where we were. Continue the process. Crop. Delete all the empty layers. You see, like, all those layers just went away. And then there, I guess there was a tiny piece. Sometimes, like, there will be stray strokes that will carry over from one image to the next, and those need to get cleaned up. This one is a masterpiece. This is one of my favorite ones, and it's one of the first ones I did too. This is the sketch for it. I don't know if you ever saw this. Isn't that fun? Kind of cool. It's just cool to see the progression on this stuff. So I really need to like do a lot to actually bring some of this energy back into it. Like the sketches always have this great energy, and look, this is like even like a lens flare happening, you know. It's like I never want to forget like those cool things, like the glint on his sword. That's a detail that like isn't in it yet. Like I got to make that happen, right? Okay, let's save this one. So this one is Octorok Chase. 001. Back up all the way. Okay. And yeah, we crossed the 600 megabyte file size this morning. We officially crossed it, and I'm just not comfortable working at that file size. It just feels like it's going to be crashing all the time, and if it does, it could get corrupted. It could F up a bunch of other files, or a bunch of, like, it could be like this big cascading issue. It's also very difficult, like when I'm running backups, for instance. Giant files like that are more likely to have issues. Okay. Crop. Delete all empty layers, and they all go bye-bye. Okay. There's the original sketch for this one. In the original sketch, and I may try to do this again, there's a shadow of another snake that's on the wall. And that's not represented here, but it could be. Too laggy? Am I being too laggy right now, or is the like the file size? Yeah, like I think I understand what you mean. Like I was saying, like I had noticed that when I would save the work, like it would, like the beach ball would really spin, and that just gets exponentially worse and worse as you go. This is number 5. Link v. Byers. Okay, and we back out. Okay, here we are. And this is a short stream. I'll be done hopefully in the next 15 or 20 minutes. After this, right now my wife has taken our daughter to karate, and I have a window of opportunity to be doing this. And then after this, I will be going with them to a pool party and seeing a bunch of friends I haven't seen in a while. 6. Link X Fairy. And this is the original sketch for this. So this one is going to have a lot of interesting effects and details going on. It's really dramatic. And right now it just looks like mud. Let's back out. Okay. This one is cool. This may not be a fan favorite, but it's one of my faves. I think my favorite ones are the ones that I sketched out early, and this is one of them. Here's the sketch for this. So the whole lighting is going to change. Everything's going to be different. A lot of particle and electrical effects. Wind and energy. This is Wizrobe X Gibdo. Back out. Okay, this is a fun one. Crop it out. Delete the empty layers. Save. Young Link v. Yinny. There's the rough sketch. Okay, back down. Now here. Crop. Delete the empty layers. This is the original sketch. Really love this one. I love this statue guy just going crazy, breathing fire. It's nutty. Let me see something. What's happening here? Do you see what I see? Probably not. I think it must have just been a weird artifact. It looks for a second like there is a dark line of something right there, but there isn't. Okay. Turn that off. Let's save it. Link v. Wallmaster. Back out. Okay. Looks more cool as a draft. You give more story to on them. Yeah. That's more my So it's like the more the farther I get from like these initial sketches, the more I'm reminded that I'm a professional sketcher, like really getting something that looks amazing in a sketch. But I am still a student, if you will, of color and finishing things. I'm not a finisher, and I'm not. I will admit this. I'll admit this now. I'll keep admitting it. I'm not a professional like finishing artist. Yeah. So I don't get hired for my color work. If I, on the rare occasion people want me to color it, they just expect it to be done really quickly. They don't want anything that has like me taking my time on anything. And yeah, so I don't have the practice of making anything look half as good as the stuff as far as I'm trying to do it here. This is a lot of this is uncharted territory for me. This is one of my favorite rough sketches. I just love this like badass monster guy. Looks like something out of a nightmare. I'm way more like getting the point across in a rough sketch, and then I pass it on to people who they either get it or they don't. Usually they get it. Usually the people that I work with are very professional, happy to. Usually they spin gold out of mud, so when I give them gold to begin with, they're very excited to have that. But yeah, I definitely link v manhandler. As we go further and further in the process, I'll admit that I'm straying farther and farther away from my the comforts of my kingdom, the black and white sketch kingdom. We are on a at this it's a little bit like I'm venturing for parts unknown, but my plan is there. It's in the sketch. All I have to do is not lose this and yet add to it. It's kind of funny. But yeah, even in this, there will be a lot of atmospheric effects. Like this statue back here is going to sort of disappear in a dust cloud. It's going to be a suggestion of a thing. There's going to be filtering light, catching all sorts of haze and particles as this rock is crumbling, and everything catching light. Saliva spray from the monster's mouth. It'll be fun. Okay, backing out. Okay, here we go. Okay, this one's all crazy. Crop. There we are. Delete empty layers. Yeah, and all that's left are the layers that are in this image, so we don't have a bunch of other stuff clouding or adding complexity to the file. So this is the original sketch. Testament to my stubbornness, because the first time I tried to sketch this, I didn't like the sketch. So this is one of those rare ones where I didn't like it. I threw away the original sketch. There were problems with it. There's a stream for that in the archives. But I didn't like feeling defeated. So I was like, I'm going to find a composition that works. And so this is the one I'm happy with. But you can see that so much work is left to be done here. Like the mountaintop disappears into the clouds and the smoke. And here it has none of that atmosphere reflected yet. It's just dark against brightness. tons of work still left to do. And balancing all that with color is going to be kind of nutty. But I'm pleased that I'm not under the gun with time. I'm just going to take my time with these. Get them done. I'll learn. If I make mistakes, I'll, you know, just like I started over on this one, if I make a mistake, I'll recognize it. I'll do the research to get around that obstacle, and I'll do it live if I have to. Hopefully we don't run into that too much, but yeah, I'm bound to hit a few walls. So this one is just called, well, I called it Death Mountain, but I'll call it Link v Tektites. You know, okay. This lovely devil. We had fun with this morning. Yeah, I wasn't... Like, I did this morning, and then... I was like, I need to do more. I'm going to get more done. Exactly, trust the process. You've done any mistakes yet. You prize yourself. Thank you. No major mistakes. No major mistakes. Maybe I did. Hey, Boxer, what's up? This is a quick stream. I'm chopping up the master file into tiny pieces. This has to be a pain of a frame to color. This will be this is like the final boss, right? Of the project. Although it is like there's still theoretically past this 12 more images to go, but like at this, like once I get this one done, I'm gonna like send a portfolio package to Nintendo or something like that and see if I can get their attention. Okay, so it's cropped. We're gonna delete all the empty layers. Swoop. So now, but this is all the layers in this file. So much stuff going on. Well, it's hard for you guys to see here. You can see. Scroll, scroll, scroll. So, save this. Moblin Madness. Moblin Madness. This will be... This is the sketch. Boxer remembers this one. This was just me and Boxer on a lonely stream probably 8 months ago or something like that. Come on up with this thing. It was originally just cropped. It was originally cropped like this. And then I just wanted something more challenging and kept adding more and more to it. Now it's like the most insanely crazy thing. The late night stream. We used to stream so late. It was fun. It's in there. It's in the VODs. For all the records for all time. Okay, so what this means. Okay. Now, because here's my secret get around is sometimes I've got the I know I've got special client materials in some of the recent items of these things, and I have to make sure I don't dox myself or my clients with this stuff. So let's see here. Just have to find a way to open up this folder without... Okay, here we go. Pulling it into Bridge. Delete that bogus one. Okay, so now I'll make it big again. So here, so now we've got these master files in Bridge. And so now when we want to see the state of the whole thing, we can see them like this. Filter them. Filter through them quickly like this. Open them quickly. And I want that option because, you know, if people dip in and they're like, what are you working on? It's just a quick way where I can sort of catch people up. And this is cool. So this is pretty much it. I saved the name of this thing wrong. So I'm just going to quickly amend that. And I think I might have missed a couple of things on these ones. But that is basically it. Okay, this one looks good. Save, quit. This one looks good. Save, quit. This one, yes, this one had a little bit that still needs to get deleted. Delete that. That's good. Here's the original sketch for this one. I cut out something in order to represent. Oh yeah, I cut out the eye and moved it slightly. That's why it's got that weirdness there. I should just fill that in right now. Some sort of mid-gray. So it's less offensive. Here too. Okay. All right, I hear my son doing some, by the way, I don't know if you have yet, but if you need to upload stuff, you're good. Okay, I'm gonna do that later today. Thanks, bro. Yesterday I was cramping his style, stealing all his internets. Okay, I'm going to have to call it a stream because I hear my son wailing, and I'm done anyway. So that was the prize. We are here. They're all cut up. It's going to be much easier to back things up and have good stuff. Good game, easy stream, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, well, there will be more fun tomorrow morning or later tonight if I feel like I've got all the energy for it, but probably in the morning. So, oh yeah, we'll do the Discord thing later. Let's do it next stream. We're okay, yeah. Liam, if you're still there, you can click that link. That'll be the join the Discord. I have a Discord. It exists. I'm not super Discordy, but it exists. So you can join the club if you want to. The cool kids club. But there's no pressure. The main meat of the stream is here. So, all right. All that is to say that I must go. Thanks for popping in, and I will see you next time. Adios.